Above the head is a white crystal, which is for healing the aura. It's also the master crystal which you use, which is like this, it's pointed, you use over all the other crystals. The next one is the third eye, which is for spiritual thoughts. That's a purple amethyst. The next one is the blue crystal. It's the throat. It's the area of communication. People can't actually speak and say what they want, but it can be actual physical throat problems as well. Then you have the heart crystal, which is green. That's actually emotional, or not actual heart problems as such. It's more spiritual, emotion, thoughts. And the next one is the orange crystal, which is for lower stomach, hip, back problems. The last one is red for grounding, which is around the feet, foot problems, very lower back, sexual, physical problems, which is the back and the legs. It's also a grounding crystal. So they're the 7 chakras. Also, the ones I use are the hematite, which are black, very grounding, and they're put not on the patient but round the patient at certain areas where the joint of the elbows, the shoulders, the ankles, the feet, also the shoulders, the head. They're very strong crystals, not put on the patient because they're too strong. And I also work to music, which makes the patient feel more relaxed, and it also relaxes me. I tend to go into a trance state with my eyes shut. I ask the patient to shut their eyes. It's actually more relaxing. And then with the music, it starts off, the patient often feels that they're floating. It's very good for insomnia and for muscle problems and for spiritual, upsets, emotional upsets. I'm now going to talk about Reiki. There are 3 qualifications. Reiki 1 is for essential treatment, just asking for a donation. Reiki 2, you're actually qualified as a practitioner. You can accept payment. Reiki 3, which is a master Reiki, is actually for teaching. Not everyone, it's quite complicated, not everybody. There's a lot of symbols to remember, not everybody follows that through. It actually comes from China. You can combine Reiki with crystals and also Indian head and neck massage, which I do. Because automatically when you're treating somebody with your hands, the heat comes up and you tend to still take through the movements. Actually, as I'm speaking now, I can feel some energy in my head, around my head, which is where, and my left hands, from the treatment I've given recently. And it's just actually talking about it, it tends to come back. It's quite powerful to be tuned into Reiki because you automatically have I had quite strong dreams and images as a result. It's sort of in all of us, but I think when you've been to so many classes, you sort of learn how to tune in. It's actually tuning into other people's auras. I also see white lights around people, which are the auras. Psychic surgery is a strong use of hand movements. As I mentioned before, I can see a light coming up my fingertips, which is like a laser beam extended into the person's body, so you can actually heal right inside the body. The patient usually feels they're floating and relaxed. Side effects are mainly heat and needing to drink plenty, which is usually water. The patient is treated lying on their back. I use crystals on the 7 chakra areas for 20 minutes. Then I repeat the process with hematite crystals. The patient usually has to rest a while before sitting up and take it slowly for a few minutes. It's actually a sense of well-being when you've given treatment. You feel really, really rejuvenated. In actual fact, I'm feeling really warm at the moment.